Hey guys, Stuart from SCB Fitness here with episode 5 of our mobility for longevity. Today we're going to be focusing on a little bit of spine movement, some hip flexors and some back of thigh and general hips and glutes. All you're going to need is just yourself and an object that's probably similar height to a seat with a chair or the edge of your sofa. This will be the second exercise that we do in this series today. The first one, we want to sit ourselves down on the ground, have our feet about just outside shoulder width, or if it's a little bit wider, even better. What we're looking to do is a rotational exercise where we're dropping both knees one way, the same direction. The closer the gap between your heel and your knee, the less intense it's going to be. If you're able to extend that, you'll feel that through your hips a lot more, okay? So you want to be ideally in this kind of position, twisted over, arm is straight, keep proud, don't drop your body weight and posture downwards, and look over the opposite shoulder. Then slowly move to the other side, looking over the shoulder, trying to focus on that gap, not reducing, because you're going to take the stretch away from the hip flexor and from the glute and lower back. So again, we're looking for 10 movements up to 20, okay? If we're very comfortable with the exercise, and go for 20 straight away. If it is feeling quite tight, either bring the knee closer to the foot or reduce the number of repetitions that you're doing and try to get 10, okay? So the second exercise we're moving on to is for our hip flexors and the back of our thighs. Now we want the leg out in front wants to be nearest the object that you're holding on to. You don't have to have an object. You may find you're flexible enough and confident enough to move in and out of this position. You'll see in a second, but I would advise starting with somewhere you can place your hand, okay? And again, the wider, the further out your front foot goes, the more intense this stretch is going to be, okay? If it's a bit more difficult, pull the foot closer towards the body, but you roughly want to start probably, I would say, about 90-degree bend at your knee joint. So we're going to lean forwards, try and keep upright, because you're going to feel it through the front of your hip flexors, stretching the abdominals. The near side leg, you're going to feel it on your glutes and hips. As we push back, we're trying to sink back, pull your toes up, so you get the stretch from underneath the leg, behind the knee, up to the thigh. So up, forwards, pull the posture upright so you're nice and proud, then sink back and repeat. You are going to get a stretch on the way back on the top of your thigh, so that will be normal. If you find it really intense, then just come forward and back, just in that smaller range of movement. Then as you get more used to it, you can do it where you're going to start to feel the stretch engage through the back of the leg until maybe you manage it without needing to hold on to anything. Okay, then switch sides. So again, you'd face the other direction with the near side leg facing the object. If you're a little bit tentative and nervous, then start with trying to do 5 each side. But I would try to get through 10 reps on each leg and working your way up to 20 movements on each side. So again, all these movements are for general mobility, particularly around hips and glutes, where we're very poor because of how we live our lives nowadays, sitting down, everything gets compressed and tightened. So we really want to open up our joints. The more mobility that we can have, the greater chance of building strength throughout our major joints, and also then increasing our life expectancy. So the whole point of what I'm trying to explain for this mobility for longevity is it's all in the title. If you want to live longer and healthier, more mobile, you need to include mobility workouts in your day-to-day life. Don't see it as going to the gym and you've got to go and, into physical environment to do that. You can do it at home. You've just got to work through your major joints every day. Give it a go. Let me know any questions you get. Obviously, if you like the exercises and you find it beneficial, give me the thumbs up and do share the content. And I'll see you in the next episode.